Hi, could you please introduce yourself and the role that you play in your organization?
Sure. My name is Mukul Kumar. I'm the co-founder and SVP engineering
Okay.
at PubMatic.
Okay.
PubMatic is a company that helps publishers manage their online media. My role is I manage most of the product development, the product strategy. At the same time, I also meet with customers, manage a lot of aspects of that, understand what their needs are, and to build those into the product and the next generation of innovation for PubMatic.
Okay, great. So, if there are three takeaways for the audience from your talk today, what would they be?
Sure. Yeah, that's a very good question. So I think my talk is about real-time bidding, also called RTB, and DSPs. I think the key takeaways there would be that RTB is actually taking over display advertising in a big way. It's expanding, it's growing at a very fast pace. So the number one takeaway would be that start thinking about RTB in a serious way. It's showing like a 66% annual growth,
Right.
which is much bigger than any other digital advertising growth. So definitely a lot of inventory and a lot of budget is moving into RTB. To get serious about that, start thinking about that. Number two will be the aspects that actually drive RTB are one of the biggest aspect is called audiences. What that means is that today DSPs, which were yesterday's ad networks, they are buying by audiences instead of by sites. So that has become an extremely important part of the strategy, and so therefore the marketeers and ad networks and everybody in this whole business should start thinking about audiences. DSPs can bid $10 for a really good audience, or maybe even $50, and they would bid like 25 cents for a so start thinking from that perspective. Start thinking of audiences instead of site based or section based or page based targeting. I think number three will be that RTB is expanding very fast, even in not only in the US and in the European markets, but also a lot in Asia and I'm hearing Philippines, Australia, and a lot of other markets. So I think definitely that's the next wave, and that's where I think a lot of money is going, and people need to start thinking about that in a big way.
Okay. So, what do you think is the future of brands producing their own content?
Yeah, brands that are using their own content. I think brand advertising is also a big part of the way RTB is shaping up. RTB has opens up really good channels for publishers as well as advertisers. I think advertisers that want to kind of take the brand strategy, they definitely can leverage the RTB and basically the whole strategy and the programmatic buying side of the story to target the right kind of audiences. They can now buy audiences in a much more targeted way, and therefore have their brands being focused on specific audiences or specific kind of geographies and so on and so forth.
It's
So
more
I think,
segmented specifically.
yes,
is what
segmented,
you're
specifically segmented.
Okay.
So I think that helps in a big way.
Okay, thanks. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.